The rain in Northside doesn't just fall, it stings like a handful of gravel thrown by a ghost. It's thick with the metallic tang of the Arasaka shipyards and the chemical rot of the local factories. My name is Varkas Kaine, and right now, I'm the most crowded man in Night City. In the back of my skull, tucked into a neural slot that was never meant for prototype hardware, sits the Soul Splitter's shard. It was supposed to be a standard corporate heist. Get in, grab the experimental engram Delta out. But the shard cracked during the extraction, and now my nervous system is being tugged in two opposite directions by two digital dead men. On my left, I've got Kuro, a cold, calculated Arasaka high executioner, who sees the world in tactical grids and efficient lethality. On my right, I've got Rat King, a manic Maelstrom Ripper doc who died in a cyberpsychotic frenzy and wants to turn every room I enter into a scrap heap. My vision is a flickering strobe light of blue corporate UI and red, jagged Maelstrom overlays. Target at 3 o'clock. Move with precision, Varkas. A single burst to the neck joint will neutralize the threat. Kuro's voice is a clinical chill in my ear. Boring. Rip his lungs out through his couplers. Use the grenade. Blow the whole damn block. Rat King screams, his voice a distorted mess of digital feedback. Shut up. Both of you. I roar as a Bargist mercenary from Dogtown, part of a rival hit squad sent to reclaim the shard, unloads a heavy machine gun into my cover. The concrete pillar I'm leaning against is dissolving under the hail of kinetic slugs. I feel the vibration through my subdermal armor, a low-frequency hum that tells me my integrity is at 60%. I need to move. I trigger my Falcon Sandevistan. The world doesn't just slow down, it freezes. The raindrops become stationary crystal shards in the neon light. The Bargist mercs, in their camouflage-patterned power armor, are statues of rusted iron. Inefficient, Kuro whispers. Synchronize your stride with the pulse rate. Save the battery. I ignore him and lunge. My monowire, a whip of glowing blue filament thinner than a human hair, hisses as it leaves the housing in my wrist. In the sandy state, I'm a ghost. I dance between the frozen bullets, my boots splashing through puddles that haven't had time to ripple yet. I swing the wire. Rat King laughs as the monowire slices through the first mercenary's throat. More. Cut the legs. Make him spark. But the shard glitches. The blue tactical grid of Kuro's vision clashes with Rat King's red chaos filter. My Sandevistan sputters, the world snapping back into full-speed motion while I'm mid-leap. Gravity returns with a vengeance. I hit the wet asphalt hard, sliding into a pile of industrial waste as the remaining Bargis soldiers recalibrate their optics. System overload, my internal HUD flashes. Neural conflict detected. You are clumsy, Kaine, Kuro says. You allow the madness to dictate your rhythm. Give me control of the motor cortex. I will end this in 4 seconds. Don't listen to the suit. He'll turn you into a drone. Jump the coolant pipe. Scald, am alive. The Bargist captain, a mountain of meat and chrome named Malachar, steps forward. He's wielding a Hammertech shotgun, the barrels glowing with the heat of previous shots. He fires. I roll to the right, the slugs vaporizing the trash pile where I was lying a second ago. My Koreznikov triggers, giving me a micro window of hyperspeed. I draw my overture revolver, but my hand is shaking, not from fear but from the internal struggle. Kuro is trying to steady the aim with mathematical perfection. Rat King is trying to fan the hammer like a madman. The gun goes off. The bullet hits the ceiling, shattering a massive sodium lamp. The alley is plunged into darkness, illuminated only by the flickering red and blue of my own optics. Enough. I scream, my voice echoing off the rusted walls. I'm taking the reins. I force my will down into the neural link. I don't choose Kuro's coldness or Rat King's rage. I choose the hunger of a solo who's been in the gutter too long to die. I override the engrams, my synapse burnout, meter climbing into the danger zone. I can feel my brain cooking, the smell of burning ozone filling my nose. I charge Malachar. He's too big to take head-on, so I use the verticality of the north side slums. I kick off a dumpster, grab a low-hanging power cable and swing myself upward. The cable sparks, sending a surge of electricity through my insulated gloves. Now. I drop from the sky like a bird of prey. My monowire is a blur of blue light. Malachar tries to raise his shotgun, but I'm already behind him. Kuro's tactical markers highlight his spinal link. Rat King's frenzy provides the raw, savage power. I wrap the wire around his neck and pull. The sound is a sickening hiss crunch. Malachar's heavy power armor provides no protection against a monowire powered by a desperate man. His head falls one way, his body another. The Varkas squad freezes, their leader flatlined in a heartbeat. The others? Kill the others. Rat King is screaming now, his red glitch code filling my entire visual field. Retreat is the logical choice for them, Kuro counters. They are leaderless. Save your ammunition, Kaine. Your heart is at 200 beats per minute. I don't listen to either. I grab Malakar's dropped shotgun and fire a single, devastating blast into a nearby fuel cell. The explosion is a magnificent bloom of orange and black, a wall of fire that cuts the alley in half and sends the remaining mercenaries scrambling for the exit. I fall back against a rusted metal door, my chest heaving, my vision slowly returning to the dull gray reality of Night City. The red and blue glimmers are still there, hovering at the edges of my sight, but they've gone quiet. For now. Good enough. I rasp, the taste of copper in my mouth. I look down at my hands. The chrome is scorched, the monowire is frayed, and I'm bleeding from the neural ports. I pull the shard from my head, but the ghosts stay. They aren't in the plastic anymore, they're etched into my neurons. I'm Varkas Kaine, and I'm still a walking, talking hardware conflict. I stand up, my boots heavy on the wet concrete. The sirens are getting closer. NCPD or maybe MaxTac, alerted by the explosion. I don't have much time before the Psycho Squad arrives to see if I've crossed the line into madness. I holster my gun and head toward the waterfront, melting into the neon shadows of the city that never lets you go. The rain keeps falling, washing the blood into the sewers. The skyscrapers of the city center glow like distant, uncaring stars. I'm alive. I'm broken. And in Night City, that's as preem as it gets. I vanish into the fog, my blue and red eyes flickering one last time. The struggle is far from over, but the alley is empty and the iron is cold. The data is scorched. The ghosts are silent. The city remains hungry.